made out of black walnut. The head is goat skin. Clifford uses goat skin because it's more resistant to humidity. On the inside, you can't see it, but on the inside is a piece of tin stovepipe, the pipe that's used to carry the smoke from the wood stove out of the house. Sometimes they're made out of tin coffee cans. You all know the tin coffee cans? And I saw one once made out of a hubcap, and it was a great big old thing. I don't know that I could have held it. Has no frets on it like the other banjo and the dulcimer do, so we call this a fretless banjo or a slick neck banjo. Made out of wood, a piece of hide, and a piece of tin. So if you got yourself a piece of wood, a piece of tin, or a dead animal, you can make yourself a banjo, and it's a great way to recycle roadkill. Polly, pretty Polly, come go along with me. Polly, pretty Polly, come go along with me. Before we get married, some pleasures to see. Hee-too-hi-ya, 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 hee-too-hi-ya. Hananagi, Hananagi, way ha hey, Hananagi, yeah! Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my own. Shady Grove, my little love, I long for the Shady Grove. Help me out if you care to. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my own. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove. I'm going across the mountains, oh fare thee well. Going across the mountains, you can hear my banjo tell. Got no rations on my back, my powder it is dry. Going across the mountains, Chrissy, don't you cry. Expect to miss me when I'm gone, but I'm going through. When this fighting's over, I'll come home to you. Going across the mountains, if I have to crawl, to give old Jeff's men just a little my rifle ball. Day before it's good day night, if nothing happens to me, I'll be away down yonder in old Tennessee. In the beginning, according to the Cherokees, the earth was covered with water, and it was suspended by 4 cords to an arch in the sky, and the cords of the north, the south, the east, and the west. And the Cherokees believe that one day these cords will break, and the earth will once again descend into water. Well, underneath this arch was a platform where the animals lived, and after a while the platform began to get crowded. And so they said to the water beetle, the grandson of the beaver, go down onto the water and see if you can find land. So the water beetle jumped down on the water, was skating across the top of the water and didn't find any land. So it dove down below the surface, and when it came up it brought some mud, and as the mud reached the top it spread out and created a great big landmass. Well, this landmass has been underwater for millions of years, and so they said to the turkey vulture, with your big wings, go down and dry the land. So the turkey vulture flew off from the shelf and flew down to dry the land, and there was a lot of land. It was very wet. It was taking a long time. Until finally the turkey vulture reached the land of the Cherokees, the land where we are this evening. And as it reached the land of the Cherokees, its wings began to get tired, and they began to dip and to sag until finally they began to hit the ground. Worked all through the winter time, worked all through the spring, planted my corn and taters, and then it wouldn't rain. It's not a thing for a poor man in this world. She stepped up, little Matty Grove, come stay with me tonight. Well, I see very well by the ring you wear that you are Lord Daniel's wife. You are Lord Daniel's wife. Makes no difference whose wife I am to you, nor no other man, says my husband. Away from home, he's with some foreign land. He's in some foreign land. Little Robert Port, he's a-standing by, he's a-hearing every word was said. He said before daylight, Lord Daniel will have this news. Lord Daniel will have this news. So follow me on this. What we have here is an African-American work song being played on an African instrument, banjo, as a white Southern Appalachian banjo. There's a lesson in here somewhere. I'm going back to Swananoa Tunnel, all caved in, baby, all caved in. Beach Mountain, North Carolina, Buena Vista Hills. I wanna see my father sometime. Wanna see my father sometime. Where the flowers are blooming forever and the sun will never go down.